Well, I hit the rowdy road. And then it hit the rowdy road. Many times I hit the rowdy road. The rowdy road. Many times the rowdy road. Many times many stories told me all the way to get there. Oh, and well, on I go. The seconds tick down. So much left to and I'm on the ground. Oh, the end, Juicy G.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow, it's great to see so many bright, shiny faces here this morning. Everyone, please stand if you're able and join us in singing the welcome song for this morning, My Soul is Welcome Here.
I'm in the right place at the right time. My soul is welcome here. Come on, we're in the right place at the right time. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. That's right. I'm in the right place at the right time. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. You can clap if you want. Soul is welcome here. 2 more times. I'm in the right place at the right time. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. There you go.
All right. And before you sit down, while you're still standing, please take a moment to meet and greet your neighbors.
Oh, thank you so much. Good morning, beautiful. On and on I go.
As you return to your seats, kindly silence your cell phone so it does not disturb our gathering. Hello again and good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to see so many familiar faces and some new ones. My name is Melaine Arnold. I am a Board of Trustee here at Unity of the Hill Country, and it is my honor to serve as Sunday service host. It is my pleasure to welcome today's speaker, Dr. Kathleen Hudson. She will be sharing a special message with us today entitled The Power of Stories. Using the monomyth of Joseph Campbell, we will explore various ways to tell our stories. And she's back. Guest musician Adrian Braswell returns today to lead our congregation in song. Yay!
Thank you.
The Christ candle is lit, reminding us that Spirit is present in this very room. May this flame remind us that the Christ light lives within us and among us, now and always. Would you please join me in our opening prayer? Let's join with one another now in heart and in mind as we experience the presence of the divine. In this moment, peace fills the room, Joy fills our hearts. Life and love restore us on all levels, mind, body, and spirit. For this awareness and every blessing in our lives, we are grateful. And so it is. Amen. We now turn our attention to our sacred prayer chest. If you have a need which you would like prayer support, you can find a prayer card in front of your seat. We invite you to fill it out, place it in the offering bag during tithing, or in our prayer chest after service. Names can be added to our newsletter prayer list by writing them down on the clipboard in the hall. Each name and request placed within it is held in the light of divine love and infinite wisdom. Did you know that we have a prayer team here at Unity? Our prayer team is available after Sunday service to pray with you privately and confidentially. Whatever may be on your heart, you are welcome to receive prayer, support, and loving presence. Affirmative prayer is essential to the Unity movement. You don't have to carry your burden alone. Whatever you need, healing, guidance, peace of mind, or gratitude, we're here to pray with you. You can call the number on the screen any time of day to have someone pray with you. The Daily Word has been giving the worldwide Unity movement a prayer since 1924. We join millions of other Daily Word readers throughout the world, multiplying the power of these words as we read today's prayer together. Today's reader is dun, da, 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 Mama Robin Stewart.
Thank you all. I love you all.
Aw.
Every single one of you. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Anyway, and this one is joy. Joy is very special to me. It's one of my favorite words. In fact, more often than anything else, I may answer you with joy, joy, joy. So today, I'll try and read this. I'm not very good at reading this. Joy lives in my heart and blesses my life. Let's say that all together. Joy lives in my heart and blesses my life. Joy lives in me as an aspect of my divine inheritance. I feel it as the love in my heart, the peace in my soul, and the color of every experience in this world. Even as the rhythms of life shift, joy is my constant companion. When living feels light, joy is in the harmony of my relationships, the laughter in my celebrations, and the satisfaction of my soul. When living feels heavy, joy is still present as my peaceful, bearing, and faith-filled presence. And if you often repeat joy, joy, joy when you're feeling low, it can lift you up. It really can lift you up. My joy blesses me daily, but it is not for me alone. I share it generously. I rejoice in being a source of light in times of peace and a shelter in times of trouble. I am blessed to live a joy-filled life. Oh, am I ever. God, I affirm God's joy is my joy today and every day. He will fill your mouth with laughter, your lips with the shouts of joy. That's from Job 8:21. And as we repeat the affirmation, joy lives in my heart and blesses my life. Joy, joy, joy. How about everybody?
Joy, joy, joy.
Thanks, Mama. Would you please stand now, if you are able, and sing along with Adrian as to a fun summertime-themed tune, On the Road Again?
Why not? Yeah. This will have a lot to do with the message today, too. Y'all all know it. probably better than me. Here we go. On the road again. That's right. Here we go. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. Oh, that's right, on the road again. Here we go. Places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning my way. And our way is on the road again. Yeah, I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on that road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. I can't wait to get on that road again. We're gonna go up high then, and I can't wait to get on the road again. You don't get it. Oh. Very good. Y'all sing out in that one. I like that one for a spiritual.
Thank you, Adrian and Willie Nelson. I'd like to tell you just a little more about today's guest speaker, Dr. Kathleen Hudson. Kathleen is Professor Emerita at Schreiner University, where she taught in the English department for 39 years. She is the author of 3 oral histories of Texas music, and for 30 years served as the founder and director of the Texas Heritage Music Foundation. Her work has also explored the healing power of stories and songs, and today she continues that passion through her monthly workshop, Digging for Gold, held at the Kerrville Library on the 4th Saturday of each month from 10:30 to noon. And after all these years, she still loves the open road and Bob Dylan. Please join me in giving a very warm welcome to Dr. Kathleen Hudson.
I think I should take my colorful cane up here. Oh, thought I got my microphone on. All right, thank you. I'm very, very honored to be here. And when I won't even use the word retired, but when I stopped teaching at Schreiner University, I immediately asked myself, where else can I give? Because that's what the classroom was for me every day. And creating the monthly workshop as a gift to the community has opened up so many other opportunities to give. And this is one of them. And I also just really want to reach out to my new friend, Karen. She puts this together. I mean, it's beautiful. From now on, if I ever do a talk, I mean, she pulled pieces, and you get to look at the takeaways. So you already have an idea of my intention in this short time. And there are some of you in the audience, I will not call out any names, but there are some who are very, very familiar with the hero's journey. And there are some who may be saying, she's only got 20 minutes. And you're right. I have about 4 hours. So anytime you want me back for a workshop, I'm here. So this has been one of the biggest challenges for me to take an umbrella so big. And I've actually been teaching 56 years. So this has been the umbrella of my life. And to share it with you in 20 minutes. 25? Okay, you're going to watch the clock? Thank you. So I'm very clear, and I'd like to share with you the distinction, information, and experience. And today, we will blend both, but I will just tell you up front, if you want to know lots of information about Joseph Campbell and the hero's journey, you punch one button on some electronic device. But you cannot have the experience punching that button. So for me, we will weave the information, there will be some, for those of you who like it, with the experience. Okay, makes sense? So the first experience is to close your eyes and visualize a fire and visualize that we're all sitting around it. And we hear the beat of a drum, perhaps. And then, once upon a time. And I want you to notice what comes up for you. Just keep your eyes closed, look at that fire, and listen to those words, once upon a time, and see how you fill that in. Now, again, I'd love to hear from every one of you, but you're just going to have to imagine that we are sharing. And I'm going to ask you, did a favorite story show up? Did your present life show up? Because we are creating our own story right now. In fact, I'm very interested in visual. And I will tell you that everything you see here carries a story, right? I shared that with some of you earlier. Everything. And I had the privilege of speaking at a green burial where a friend was lowered into the ground, wrapped in a shroud. And at the end of that burial, his wife gave me this. I'm not sure I'm ever going to take it off. The open heart. And I know that all of you carry your stories with you in different ways. Did a favorite story show up? And these are sort of rhetorical questions right now. Do you have a favorite? Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross and see the fine lady upon a white horse with rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She shall have music wherever she goes. Now, why did that come up for me? Because as a child, as a reader, as a lover of words, there was Mother Goose. That has shaped my life. And I'm sorry to say, maybe not sorry, but maybe a little embarrassed to say that at 16, I read Wuthering Heights. So when you imagine that the love of your life is going to show up the day you die, that's an interesting story to carry with you. In fact, a lot of women have carried the Cinderella story with them. And there's actually a book called The Cinderella Complex. Those of you, those of us who ever waited for Prince Charming to come. But back to you. because I do want to remind you that, you know, you're never going to have a test over me. Oops, sorry, that was a speaker there. So I really want to encourage you to look in at your own story, and no matter what I say, make it about you. And I know that's hard to do because we want to judge and assess the outside world. But for these few minutes, if you'll say, how does this favorite story thing, some of you are already, you've already found some gold because your favorite story, there's a big light over it going, oh, that informed my life. And that nursery rhyme rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. I mean, I ran a music foundation 30 years. And as a little kid, I carried that nursery rhyme with me. And I discovered that closing my eyes and preparing for this. So, lots of fun. Today, there we go. Can we back up one easily? Okay. Scholar that I am, like you to know resources. And I don't want to spend all my time explaining them. Some of you know some of them. You know the Odyssey and the Iliad, literary criticism. Some of you know mythology, mythos, the word. Joseph Campbell, David Eagleman. And now we can move on. Again, for those of you that love information, there's some. Landmark Education gave me the distinction, what happens in your story about it. And how if you collapse those, you can have a lot of suffering. But if you have the freedom to say, this happened, and this is what I said about it. This was my perspective. And it doesn't take away from what happened. Yes, people die. We get hit by cars. I've had 4 or 5 operations. Those things happened. But my life is informed by what I say about it. So today, I'm not using story as a little lie. I'm not using story as fiction. I'm going way, way back to the Greek word mythos, which means plot. I'm going back to David Eagleman, the neuroscientist who did the PBS special. Anybody see it? Hands up, PBS special. He was starred in it. And at the end, he said, the brain is the biggest storyteller of all. The brain. And he showed how neurologically patterns in our brain, chemicals in our body, shape how we experience the world. So all of that is part of what I'm saying today. All of that. Literary criticism, you know, if you want to use a feminist lens on Kate Chopin, you will see the story in a different way than if you use structuralism, where you take the language apart. I had so much fun teaching literary criticism because what's it about? Perspective. And I've figured out that my purpose in life is to remind everybody that we have a lot of freedom. Even I have freedom if I hang on to things. A couple of back surgeries didn't stop me. Freedom to choose our perspectives. We're just not stuck with them, but it feels like we are. And I love looking at where my edges are. I just love an experience. Yesterday I did a workshop on digging. I couldn't believe it used the word digging with a therapist. Workshop at Gemini Inc. on digging into the subconscious to access writing material, not the unconscious. So that was very, very interesting. So these are just, okay, sorry. And then my last little favorite quote, and I'm be giving you some quotes to bounce off. You put them in your life. Language is a tool that carves out meaning. Wow. Think about how many times we use language to describe who we are, to talk about current events. So I'm really, again, reminding you that right now, for today, I don't have to do this all the time, but it's a big umbrella, the story. Okay, makes sense? Now, voila, whatever we have next here, there's some information. Yeah, we can go next. So just a reminder that I'm standing on the shoulders of Joseph Campbell and Carl Jung and David Eagleman. But I have to tell you about those shoulders. And this hero, one hero with 1,000 faces, one story, monomyth. And the story has been named, I'm sorry, I'm going to quit grabbing my necklace here. The next story, that story is, next, oh, there we go. I just wanted you to see what the cover of the book looked like. Again, some of us are visual, some of us are auditory. Remember, 56 years in the classroom taught me a lot. Okay, next. Now, for those of you who are visual, this is one way to actually map out your life story. And if it interests you, go online, punch the button. You are the hero in your story. So you have Act 1, and you're in the ordinary world, and you get a call to adventure. That happened in 1984. I had a new divorce. I had a new PhD. I had 3 kids. I had 2 horses. And Rod Kennedy at the Kerrville Folk Festival says, your PhD is on writers. Why don't you come to Kerrville and raise money for my foundation? I didn't do any research. I did not refuse that call. I'm pretty much a yes girl. So I came with no research, and then I found out I didn't have a salary, and I was supposed to raise my own money, and I had difficulties. So we meet a mentor, somebody who teaches us, we cross a threshold, and then approach to the cave. I'll never forget Joseph Campbell when he said, our fears are like dragons guarding our most precious treasure. Wow. I mean, as I approach 81, I have a lot of years to look at. Where are my fears? Yesterday, I was in a writing workshop, and I really struggled to write down fears. It did not come easily for me. And I realized that the way I deal with it is often to push through and, be Superwoman. So it was really good to take a look at fears because there's gold. And Joseph Campbell also said, wherever you stumble, dig for gold. Where do you stumble? I would ask my students that, and some of them did not ever want to be in front of the classroom. And I said, well, you want some gold? Get up here. Now, this is not where I stumble. Yes, have I been, I don't know if nervous is the right word, but on edge. On edge as I approached today, and as I knew that dear, dear friends of my heart would be here, as well as some of you I don't know. Approach to the cave, ordeal, death, rebirth, moving through that transformation. And then Act 3. Now, this is not the only way to approach the hero's journey. That's why I wanted to show you the visual. Act 3, the road back, the return, the atonement, and coming back. And there's a reason it's not linear. It doesn't begin and end, right? It's a circle, it's a spiral, it goes on. And I had fun yesterday listing places in my life I've heard the call to adventure. So I want you to think about that for a minute. Just dying to hear from some of you. You can tell I'd rather do workshops than talks. I don't know. Is it okay for somebody to speak up? Somebody speak up. Let's get another voice going. When did you hear a call to adventure? You don't have to go through the whole thing, but you heard a call. Maybe it was moving here. Raise your hand if your call to adventure was a move geographically. Okay? See? See how much we have in common? Call to adventure. Maybe it's to quit a job. Maybe it's to start a job. Maybe it's to start a business. Maybe it's to be in a relationship. Maybe it's to leave a relationship. Okay? So shall we hear from a voice? Yes.
That my husband was killed in not an unexpected way. That was my call to step into a totally different world. And I've been through that process. I built the first wooden labyrinth, the Chartres labyrinth, which is on a picture I saw in the world.
Where is it?
It was at Canyon Lake, about 200 feet above the water.
Huh.
And when I built it in early 90s, this was a new moment. Ended up on the board of directors of Dr. Lauren Artris, who wrote Walking the Sacred Path and brought the labyrinth in through liturgical churches. But regardless of that, it was a very stretch for a conservative community to have this 32-foot diameter labyrinth.
Wow.
And you just brave that kind of.
Yeah. And I'm sure you could probably see every step there in your journey.
Yeah, they call you all kinds of things, but it ends up there are 9 of them now around that labyrinth. Interesting. But at the time, it was scary.
That's great. Well, I had a few years teaching world literature, which is where the Iliad and the Odyssey come in as major stories, but I also taught mythology and symbolism. And so I'm wearing symbols. I mean, I have a labyrinth up here right in the middle.
That's a journey.
I figured I'd carry that journey on the road with me. So with that, I want you to close your eyes again, keep this experiential, and see what story comes up that you're very attached to. Okay, would anybody like to share that since I've now been given permission? A story that I've already shared mine, Wuthering Heights and nursery rhymes. Okay, yeah.
I was a walking stockbroker in Denver, and I'd been involved before that. I was a commodity broker, and I helped start a brokerage, a stockbroker firm in Denver. I was just burned out after selling intangibles for 10 to 12 years. So I went to one of these 3-day, 4-night vacations with my girlfriend to Hawaii. And after 3 days, I looked around and I said, "This is where I need to be to save my life." But it took me a year to sell a house. I had 550 clients in 7 states. And my dad had a heart attack when he was 39, and he died when he was 49. Although I wasn't a smoker and overweight, I saw myself drifting that way. So I moved to Kauai, and the story goes on. But I think it did definitely, along about that time, I think I wasn't too familiar with the term paradigm, and somebody came up with the idea of a paradigm shift. And so this was one of my first paradigm shifts. I mean, it sent my thinking in another direction.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Well, I knew coming out of the chute that I wanted to teach. So I never, ever had that question of what do I want to do or what calls me. And I've really only lived really as an adult in 2 places. I've traveled a lot. And so this talk today, I'm wrestling with some of the questions. I'm really looking at the call to adventure and where that shows up in my life, because I sort of have this feeling, this story about myself, that it's all just been a pretty straight shot. And it really hasn't. So I need to keep digging. Just because I knew when I was 5 I wanted to teach, and I did it 56 years. There's other decisions, there's other calls to adventure. When I look back, I just looked up one day and started a nonprofit and ran it 30 years while I was teaching full time. Right, Janice? She knows. And I'm really trying to bite my tongue because there's so many of you I look at that I want to tell you the stories I have about you. But anyway, I want you to look at your own stories for sure. So here's another visual. Might be easier for some of you. Do you like that better? You can be in the ordinary world, called to adventure, but then you cross a threshold. And then you're down in the special world. Mm-hmm. So for some of you, that break will provide an opening. We're all standing in the Lion's Gate today anyway, aren't we? Yesterday, today. Whew. Yeah, portals opening. So there you go, the ordinary world, the special world. And there's so many visuals for the hero's journey. But I like to remember it's a monomyth. Now, this isn't something for you to believe. This is not something, this is a tool. If it makes your life richer, why not use it? It makes my life richer to have all this jewelry that has stories. Every time I look down, every time I look, I have this sort of expansion thing. Some of you wear shirts that bring that back to you. Some of you don't. You find your joy other ways. But again, as I share my story, I want you to experience your story and be prepared to share it after the service, share it as this beautiful, wonderful sacred space keeps opening up. Thank you for that. Okay? So here's one way for your memoir structure. Not all of you are writing. Some of you have decided to leave a story for your grandkids. I'm not sure mine would read mine, but what's exciting is my 33-year-old first granddaughter gave me a book, and it's a list of questions. You've seen them, and to answer. And I'm really working on answering them because I think she'll have so much fun after I'm gone saying, I gave her that book. So I'm working on that. All right. A couple of other comments. Stories shape our lives as the world feels disconnected and noisy. For some of us, stories give us meaning. Again, language is the chisel that carves out meaning, maybe. Again, not asking you to believe anything here, but just seeing what sticks with you. And my intention, as we listed at the beginning, is that you leave curious about your own story and how it shaped you and whether there's anything you want to add to it. I mean, when I left Schreiner University, people were like, oh, don't you miss teaching? Well, I do miss daily interaction with people, students, but I have daily interaction with people. Some of them are sitting here in this room. I have daily conversations. So I've just done a paradigm shift and figured out other ways to, feed myself. So there's just so many, many ways. Okay? And we're going to end with a few quotes. Joseph Campbell, the journey of the hero is about the courage to seek the depths. The image of creative rebirth. The eternal cycle of change within us. The uncanny discovery that the seeker is the mystery, which the seeker seeks to know. Just let that sink in. The seeker is the mystery which the seeker seeks to know. And when my brother, my sweet brother, who's insisting on an 81st birthday because he didn't get to do the 80th, so he's creating a film and list of quotes, and he sent me one when he found out I was talking today. So I want to share this one from David Pillow in Dallas. Congratulations on your latest engagement at the Unity Church of the Hill Country. I saved another quote this month I thought you would enjoy. And here's the quote. You have no control over how your story begins or ends. But by now you should know that all things have an ending. Every spark returns to darkness. Every sound returns to silence. Every flower returns to sleep with the earth. The journey of the sun and the moon is predictable, but your story is your ultimate art. How about that? It started off kind of dark, didn't it? Like, whoa, he's telling his sister beginning and ending, but your story. And he literally said, Kathy, the life story you've created for yourself is your ultimate art and looks like a masterpiece. And that was my brother's message to me yesterday. So I'm very fortunate to have that kind of energy in my life. I hope that I've left you with enough stories to dig deep and a few new terms, landmark education, perhaps, David Eagleman, perhaps, some new information. And I would like to end with a quote by our favorite poet, Rumi, which I know I'm with a group who knows Rumi. And it also speaks to unity. And Rumi said, beyond the idea of right and wrong, there is a field. And I will meet you there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. So as we prepare for our meditation, if you'd like to gently close your eyes, and I invite you to become still. Take a slow, gentle breath in and release. Again, breathing in, breathe in peace, and breathe out anything you no longer need to carry. In this moment, I remember that life itself is a sacred journey. There are times when I'm called forward, even when I cannot yet see where the path will lead. There are thresholds I must cross, things I must release, and moments when I'm asked to trust. And through it all, I am never separate from the divine. The wisdom I seek is already within me. The courage I need is already within me. The strength to take the next step is already within me. I affirm, I trust the journey of my life. I have the courage to answer the call. Divine wisdom guides my steps. Every experience is awakening something greater within me. I do not need to know the entire path. I only need to be present in this moment and willing to take the next step. The hero's journey is not only a journey into the world, it is a journey home to the truth of who I am. And so I move forward with faith, courage, and an open heart. I am guided. I am strengthened. I am becoming. and so it is. And you can open your eyes. I'm not very good at this, sorry.
You are wonderful.
Perfect.
Thank you, Dr. Hudson. We appreciate your special word just left, so whatever. It was just special, so thank you. Adrian's going to do some special music for us on the road to find out.
Yeah. Thank you. That really spoke to me today. That's good. Amazing how some of these great talks can bring up so much emotion, stories about our lives, what we tell ourselves. Well, I left my happy home to see what I could find out. Oh, 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 oh. I left my folk and my friends with the aim to clear my mind out. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I hit the rowdy road, and many kinds I met there. Many stories told me of the way to get there. Oh, 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 oh. And on I go. The seconds tick the time out. There's so much left to know, and I'm on the road to find out. Oh, 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 oh. Well, in the end, I'll know. But on the way, I wander through descending snow and through the frost and the thunder. I listen to the wind and howl, telling me not to hurry, telling me I better hurry. Oh, I listen to the robin's song, though, saying not to worry. Oh, 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 oh. And so on I go. The seconds tick the time out. There's so much left to know, and I'm on the road to find out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then I found myself alone, hoping that someone would miss me, thinking about my home, and the last one to kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. But on I go. The seconds tick the time out. There's so much left to know, and I'm on the road to find out. Oh, 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 oh. Then I found my head one day when I wasn't even trying, and here I have to say, 'cause there ain't no use in lying. Well, the answer lies within, so why not take a look now? Kick out the old stories that no longer fit in right now. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, the answer lies within, so why not take a look now? Kick out the same old stories, pick up a new way of telling them now. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, the answer lies within, so why not take a look now? Kick out the same old stories, pick up a new way of telling now. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Cat Stevens, y'all. Thank y'all.
That was awesome, and it was very connected.
I try.
Welcome, first-timers. If this is your first time at Unity, we're glad you're here. We hope that you find this to be a place of like-minded people and a place to belong. We teach spiritual tools that can help you no matter what is going on in your life. If you'd like a welcome packet, an usher can bring you one. Anybody want one right now? All right. We now have an opportunity to support our spiritual community. As we prepare our gifts, we recognize that giving is an act of love, faith, and spiritual connection that puts us in the flow of everything good.
Think of your fellow friend, go lend a helping hand, put a little love in your heart.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
As we prepare our gifts, we recognize that giving is an act of love, faith, and spiritual connection that puts us in the flow of everything good. Please bless what you are giving now and join us in our offering affirmation. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I send it forth with my blessings and my love. You're invited to sing along with Adrienne as she performs a special abundance song for us today. Put a little love in your heart.
No, it's just for me to sing. I'm just kidding. Think of your fellow friend, go lend a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. Another day goes by, children they laugh and cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. We're going to end it here with put a little love in your basket. Put a little love in your basket, yeah. Put a little love in your basket. Mm-hmm. Put a little love in your basket and your heart.
We open our hearts in gratitude as we release these donations. We send these gifts forward through our congregation and into our world, blessing all that it affects. Thank you. We are now ready to share some brief community announcements with our communications manager, Karen Clint.
Thank you. Wow, what a wonderful talk. Thank you. I'd like to emphasize, I think of Unity, and especially, the Hill Country for sure, as a campus of wisdom, a campus of learning, spiritual learning, and I think that spiritual learning and wisdom comes in all forms. So thank you, Dr. Hudson, today. That was amazing.
Yes.
So we did this thing yesterday. And I think the one thing that Dr. Hudson and I have in common is we're both yes girls. And so typically somebody will bring an idea to me and I'm like, that's the worst idea I've ever heard. And then I'll say, what time? That's a terrible idea. What time? So we were tapped this week, midweek Wednesday, by the Convoy of Hope, who has been bringing food to Kerr County with the food distribution drives, mainly happening at Light on the Hill, as you guys know, that we participated in a couple of weeks ago for Mega Monday. They're getting so overwhelmed, they asked 5 area large churches here in Kerrville to help distribute food yesterday, and then they called us. So I was very pleased and privileged that they tapped unity and that we are now in the arena to help this community. So it was called Groceries and Grace, and it happened yesterday here at Unity. Now, I didn't do an all points bulletin asking everybody to volunteer. I had no idea what kind of turnout we were going to have, what the whole process was going to be. But here we are, starting at 7 a.m. to go pick up food at Light on the Hill. Randy Houston participated. He is the human forklift, as well as Bruce. Thank you. We served 52 cars. It was a drive-through food distribution, and many of those cars asked for 2 or 3 families. So I'm going to say we probably served 65 families yesterday. This is us. They were all wrapped around the block. Thank you to Will Evans and his wisdom that, again, everybody brought something to the table yesterday. Will's done several food drives and convinced me to have the drive-through come this way, which was safer. But we unpacked everything and got everything boxed up. Here's Catherine in a hustle. And then a beautiful thing happened yesterday. Yes, we served the community, and we're part of, of addressing the hunger situation out here in Kerr County, especially post-flood. People's homes have been destroyed, and they're on fixed incomes and can't afford food. Catherine and Thomas Fitzpatrick did a beautiful thing yesterday, and I kind of loved the light coming through this photo. I captured Catherine praying. They prayed with every single vehicle that came through that line, every single person. Very touching, and many people asked for specific prayers from Catherine and Thomas of things going on in their life. Here's Thomas. The little girl asked Thomas to hold her dolly while he prayed with her mom. So it was very sweet. And so anyway, I just want to thank all the volunteers yesterday, the mighty 7 angels that came yesterday. And I'll let everybody know if we're going to do this again next week. But again, honored to have been a part of Groceries and Grace. And thank you to everyone that helped yesterday. Okay, our very own Linda Bertel, our Crystal Bowl sound practitioner, is going to hold a special Crystal Bowl sound meditation this coming Friday. We're going to try this on Friday at 5 o'clock. It's summertime, kind of change it up a little bit. So you don't want to miss this. Friday at 5 p.m., Crystal Bowl sound meditation. Just come, relax, release, bring your yoga mat. Just come to clear your mind. All right, we've got our Cinema Saturday. Our very own Tina Thompson has volunteered to be our soda jerk for our double matinee. Come for Dr. Pepper floats, popcorn, movie snacks. We're going to do a double feature. We'll start serving as of 1:30. First movie is at 2 p.m. And the second documentary starts at 4. I think it's a nice afternoon. Just come in out of the heat, enjoy a couple of documentaries. Burgers and Bats. We're starting to get sign-ups. So all these sign-ups are out on the front table out here if you would like to attend any of these. Saturday, August 29th, we're going to go see the bats at Old Tunnel State Park. We're going to see over 3 million bats. Emerge about 6:30. Join us at Home Depot. We'll carpool, go get a hamburger, and enjoy the emergence. This is supporting Texas Parks and Wildlife, and y'all can sign up through me. I will get your ticket. And then our Course in Miracles book study group, we got a date. Rick Busby who is a big fan of Dr. Hudson, has agreed to Tuesday, September 15th. 10 a.m. is our first Course of Miracles book study group. Much like the hero's journey, this is something you have to experience. It is, again, I keep using the word transformative. Sign-up sheet. If Tuesdays at 10 a.m. work for you, that we finally got that confirmed, let me know. Sign-up sheet in the lobby. And then what else do we have? All right, this is my opportunity to let Catherine Jeffrey tell you about our very special service next Sunday.
So I got to experience, and I'm not even sure I'm saying it right. I probably should have looked it up before I came, but I think it's Taze. I think that's Taze. Anyway, I got to experience this in Santa Fe a couple times, and Santa Fe Unity, yes. And it is a really beautiful time to just reconnect and get recentered. And there really is there's no lesson. It is just a time of music, introspection. There will be some readings and meditation. So it's just a time to release the busyness of life, get reconnected to the divine presence within, and get some peace. But it really is a beautiful present service. So I hope you all come. It was started in gosh, I shouldn't have even started the story if I didn't remember it. I didn't write it down, but it's a beautiful thing. So I hope y'all come. What a plug.
Yay! Okay, well, this has been an awesome day. We have gotten so much good stuff today. It is time to close our service. So if you would please stand. Well, before we do that, I want to say thank you for being here today. A gracious, heartfelt thank you to our guest speaker, Dr. Kathleen Hudson, for sharing her inspiring message and insights with us today, and a guest musician, Adrian Braswell, for leading our congregation in joyous and energizing songs. Now, let's circle up, join together in singing the peace song. Have a wonderful, peaceful, and blessed week.
Gonna try and start this a little higher than I did last time. Let there be peace on earth. I'm waiting. Oh no, I'm waiting. Jumping the gun again. Get everybody in. Let there be peace on earth. Slow me down. Okay, here we go. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, lamely all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let this begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Surround you, and the love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yay, God.
Hey guys, I meant to tell you today is going to be Evelyn Ray Winky's, I think, last Sunday here. She may be here next Sunday, but would you like to come say a few words? Ray has been with us for several years as our audio visual tech, and our little girl has grown up and she's going to college. And she just wanted to say goodbye. And please stay for cake and treats in the back.
So I go off to college August 18th, so I have one more Sunday with you guys, and I just want to thank Brad is the one who offered me the position here. He's no longer here anymore, but he's the reason why I started working here. And then a big thanks to the board, Jack, Danny, and everybody for just being an amazing community out here, and I'm so thankful that I got to be here for a long time.
Okay, and you guys please stay for a coffee cake and some treats if you'd like to meet with Dr. Hudson.